Welcome, everyone, to Ruston, Louisiana, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech, and the fans are in Joe I.A. Stadium ready to have a good time. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the New Mexico State Aggies taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. So the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention. But this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
He's open on the right. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Bulldogs are flying down the field. They'll leave it with him. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
To the ground with the back. Tackled, but he has a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they
fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing the heat. Just flicking away defenders. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies! What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick. He's going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maul.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Touchdown, Aggies! How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Bullock. He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. They'll throw it from the red zone. Forced out of the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He'll take a shot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Aggies offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys and the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Gonna run it. It's Booth. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. They're trying to get to it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Firing deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he coughs it up inside the 20. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they took over inside the red zone and go 19 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
21, New Mexico State, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Reddick. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last one.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Parks. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. We make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Back open in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Simon. He's got great speed. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. You want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
This time he's got it. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Trying to get to him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down coming up. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that is interception number 3 on the day. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Quick strike complete. There, moved it forward just a few. That 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Leaves it with the back. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He looks that one in nicely. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. On target over the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver.
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. At the 15, he's loose. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
1st down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. It's complete to the right.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On second down, wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Parks. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They'll go to the ground. Jukes his way for more. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Fourth down and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Simon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously...
Makes the catch down the right side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Pressure coming. Slings it downfield. Got his man. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
The O-line gets an attaboy for that play. How about the time they gave their quarterback? Beautiful pocket. They allowed him to survey the field, find his open guy. This offensive line, they are gelling early.
Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, running back on the move. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Let's see what they've got on second down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Ruston. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many
Gonna let it fly.
And with that,
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with
Going deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Now on second down.
Well, the offense trying to be aggressive. They're throwing the go ball down the sideline. Just a better job in coverage defensively forces the incomplete.
Looking for room. It's Booth. At the 45 on its way. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdown.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
35, New Mexico State, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Using the quick game. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Skips away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Simon.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and something.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to run for it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Got his man downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Parks. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. They'll run play action. It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He wants to throw. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. This time they'll go to the running game. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looking to throw. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
He'll bring it out. It's Simon. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans?
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And he's out of bounds short of the goal line. He almost found a way to convert that fake. They're just about to boot it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Quickly complete. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Finds his man, and they convert. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Takes it on the shovel. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Line getting set on second down. On the move. At midfield, he's got room. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to move it through the air. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well.
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Number 25.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 9 to South Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. This is a designed run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Hard-hitting tackle.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board and figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking left. Wide open downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. And it's incomplete. He was wild, high, and wide on that one. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of